Hi all, we have a very eminent personality with us here today. This is Dr. S. Deepana, and she is an entrepreneur, a successful entrepreneur. She is a CEO of Greatbowl Foods India Private Limited. More than that, she is a veteran badminton player who plays in the National Masters Circuit, and she is a successful gynecologist with 15 years of experience and a writer. Along with that, she is a super cool mom of 2 kids. Recently, she had been awarded National Woman Icon Award by India Prime Awards. And welcome, ma'am.
Hi, nice meeting you, Amala.
Yeah, hi, ma'am. Now, coming to the part, in the society we live in, there is a typical ideology about how a woman should be. But right in front of me is yourself, a successful gynecologist and an entrepreneur, an author, a cool mom, and at the same time, I went through your profile seeing that you are a badminton player too. மேம் நீங்கள் இவ்வளோ பண்ணுறீங்க, அந்த ஒர்க் லைஃப் பேலன்ஸ் அப்படின்றது நீங்கள் எப்படி மேனேஜ் பண்ணுறீங்க? அண்ட் டு யூ திங்க் தட் a woman can do it all?
So whatever I'm doing actually is life, right? So I don't see this is work, this is life. So it's a very encompassed thing. So be it a gynecologist role or the business I am into, it is again a business which is going to be solving a problem basically for pregnant mothers, for newborn infants. So it's all very integrated. Apro adhe madri badminton is of course it's something what I like, something I do for fitness or ஸோ இது எல்லாமே இதில் வந்து இட்ஸ் லைஃப் ஃபார் மீ. ஸோ எனக்கு இது வந்து I don't know where the line ends as work and something starts as life. It's a thing. So full day it is on அந்த மாதிரி. And can a woman have it all? I don't think when in today's world a man can't have it all. So why do you want to have it all? So just have whatever you want to have and in what proportions. So we'll be able to consume only little bits, right? So adanaala ungalku what is that you define it for you and you pursue that அப்படினு நான் நினைக்கிறேன்.
Okay, ma'am. That was cool. And ma'am, இப்போ பார்த்தீங்கன்னா சொசைட்டியில் ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸ் அப்படின்னு வரப்போ அண்ட் சப்போர்ட் அப்படின்னு வரப்போ a man and a woman ரெண்டு பேருக்கும் ஃபேமிலி சைடில் இருந்து பார்த்தீங்கனாலும் ஒரு சொசைட்டி சைடில் இருந்து பார்த்தீங்கனாலும் ஈக்குவல் அமௌண்ட் ஆஃப் ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி அண்ட் ஈக்குவல் அமௌண்ட் ஆஃப் சப்போர்ட் கிடைக்குது அப்படின்னு do you think, ma'am?
Honestly, no. Honestly, I think we should be dreaming that we're thinking we're having equal opportunities or equal level of no, I don't think. Or a simple thing, if a man wants to do something, if he approaches the support from the family or the response from the family itself is different than when a woman wants to do the same thing. So irrespective of the family, அதாவது எல்லா ஸ்ட்ரேட்டாலையுமே ஈவன் பயங்கர அஃப்ளூயன்ஸ் சொசைட்டிஸ்லேயுமே அந்த ஒரு டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் இருக்குது. ஸோ ஈக்குவல் ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸ்ன்னு சொல்ல முடியாது. ஐ டோன்ட் திங்க் இட் இஸ் தேர். ஈவன் ஃபார் மை கேஸ் இட் இஸ் நாட் தேர் அப்படி சொல்லுவேன். பட் ஐ எம் ஃபார்ச்சுனேட் இன் மெனி வேஸ்.
ஓகே மேம். A simple question, ma'am. Who supports you the most in your family?
My kids, I would say. My 2 sons.
Okay.
They are, I think, probably they are the only people who are not skeptical about what I do. They are like super confident, more confident than me about me. So I think that.
So which role do you like the most? Like a mom, an entrepreneur, or a doctor, or an author?
As a writer or role I like the most. No, actually whatever I'm doing I enjoy it, but my favorite role is I think entrepreneurship is my cup of thing basically. So it's me.
So I went through your profile, ma'am. I saw like you started playing badminton for a cause, and can you just elaborate it?
Okay. So you see, like I was into sports right from my childhood. Like, let's say, I was a state gymnast as an under 10. Okay, so, and then I was my school team captain for a volleyball team and things like that. So then I entered medicine and all that. But I always wanted to get into sports where I was not really. Families were like, at least in Tamil Nadu, families don't see sport as a career. Mostly it's very, now things are changing slightly, but as a career or something a girl should pursue, Madri, it was never like that, and not much of a support. It was just like one add-on kind of thing. So then I was like, after your 30 plus, right, you have your life decision to make. Like you have the freedom to make. Before that, you're answerable. So adukapra you can make your life the way you want. So on the time when you have the money to do, and you have your independence and all that, then I started learning badminton only then. Okay, I started my badminton after 30s. Okay, so apro I learned, I got trained, coached sometimes. So it was, finding a coach at that age is difficult. And I had to, because their priorities are the children basically, like, so one aspect was a sport is something where somebody, it's a simple thing, pathina, or a physical activity. It just could be, I would recommend and encourage everybody. That's why I wanted to kind of take sports so seriously, right? Because something I enjoy it. And of course, a stress buster, or not mechanical, or maybe doing some act or sport. It's, you cannot keep thinking about something else and play a sport. Now, badminton vilayadrena, let me say I cannot hear some music or think about work or my children or be in my dream. You can do running like that, but I don't think I can play. I'll miss the shuttle. So you're fully inside, or meditation madriyana or thing. And it does is health benefits. So, and women give up sports. Even people who were national level players, when in their childhood, after they're married, after they have children, they give it up. So I just wanted to be like somebody who will take it up after all this. Right, and there is opportunities also, like the India and the Masters, Nationals, and international circuit. There are many tournaments happening. World Championship for Masters are the. So somehow this rankings, or 3-4 tournaments every year it happens. So you can choose a sport which is you like or something. So at least some physical activity. That is what I want to encourage mothers to be, or people, or women after their 30s to really pursue. So that is the cause what I think I stand for badminton.
Yeah, ma'am, your efforts to be a cool mom and a role model to your son, how they should treat their wife, is really appreciable. Ma'am, basically you are a gynecologist. So when it comes to choosing between a career, a professional career, or an entrepreneurship journey, what are the things that a person who want to pursue entrepreneurship should keep in mind?
Okay, interesting question, and actually I like this question. So since I've done multiple things, so let's say for example, choosing a professional career versus choosing a job versus choosing an entrepreneurial journey. So how do you make a choice? So it's first and foremost thing, it all boils down to two things. Okay, you and the people around you. Simple. So what kind of person you are you that you like a very safe, you don't stable things. So sometimes not everybody can face this entrepreneurial journey. There are sometimes you work like crazy, and since it's your own business, you work like that. You will not work like that for somebody else, and sometimes you might not even get any monetary value out of it. So this kind of, it's madness sometimes. It's almost like falling in love. So really and there are ventures where you fail, so there is no certainty, and the stability is actually less than an entrepreneurial thing. So you need to understand where you are as a person, like what kind of person I am, what are my skill sets and all that. Then your support systems. So I think that also should be factored for any journey you take. Either you're in a job or you want to do a professional course and or an entrepreneur. I think people every day are going to give you headaches, your family or whom are you going to live with, or it's going to be, it might be challenging. So factor it, kind of find ways where you can, feed both properly. Like, you don't have to always keep sacrificing for your family, nor keep doing your own thing always. So you can find, where you stand and how you convince them to back you or something. So that's how you really make a choice. Entrepreneurial journey is basically, as most people will say, it is very lonely sometimes, and again it depends on how far or how big you want to build something. So even running a home-based business also is business, right? So it is of no lesser value. It is also a significant thing. So that also involves a lot of time, how much you can devote and all that. Running or making a large company, then it requires a different set of, you might have to devote all your time for it. So you have to see if you can, what phase of life you are in and how much time you can dedicate to that. So the demands of your choice. So that is how you make a choice. I don't think everybody is cut out for a job, or everybody is cut out for an entrepreneur. I think you should see where you fit into, what is that you factor kind of thing. So
I really agree with you, ma'am. And ma'am, when it comes to the life of an entrepreneur, competitions are inevitable. So how do you actually see your competitors?
Competitors are all, we have no choice, right? Let's say we don't have a very collaborative ecosystem because we're so populated. Everybody is that survival thing. So any new idea, 100 people will follow that. I think competition is inevitable, right, today in a world. But how I see my competitors, I'm glad if they're also doing something on my line, because the niche what I'm doing, I would only think mad people. So where sometimes our returns are so low, we are still investing here. So I'm happy for them. They are also looking at the same market and opportunities. So I have a lot of regard for my competitors. Some of them are quite aggressive. I do have a watch on them, and so I'm not really in a very straightforward, competing mindset. But I have my own plans and things. So where I will be, why and how I will be different will be there. But how do I think a business will die if it doesn't, kind of have an eye above the competition, because it is inevitable. Everybody needs to, keep a watch and grow. So, and if you will be able to answer all these, handle all these things when you know why you are into the business. So that's all I think.
Okay, ma'am. Now, before going into the next question, congratulations on your first book, and I know your second book is on the line. So, who inspired you, or what was the inspiration to be an author?
Okay, frankly, simple, right? Like as a child, I used to read a lot. Like even now, I kind of, whenever I get time, I like to read and things. But I just I don't end up completing a book. So it's now that way, because you start and somehow halfway you start reading something, it doesn't get completed, then another day to restart. So it's just like this, it's going. But I always liked reading. But now the reading habits of the paper book, the reading thing has completely calmed down. So I don't know if will I be of so much benefit writing books basically. But honestly, I thought to just encourage people to really read one thing, and I thought and something useful. And this is one period I thought of writing a book for these new parents to be. So that's one time when I see most men and women, they search the net. So they're finding reading material to anyways learn these things. It's a skill, it's an art, fine. So, and sometimes there are many simple things with very ambiguous answers when you are a new parent, and they're hesitant to ask the doctor because of the very narrow time, anxiety at that time, how many questions to bother the doctor, or sometimes the doctor gets bored answering so many repetitive questions. So I thought, like, it's, you just pull everything together and kind of even I've been a mother twice, so 2 pregnancies, completely different feeling, completely different journeys. So for the same person, 2 pregnancies can be different. So for different mothers, it will be even different. So I thought that whole experience and the journey, it's more of a story. So that kind of thing, and a handbook. So that's what is my first book about. So my second book is basically on women. So it's their quick go-to for most questions, which they don't have it's like an easy answer. So it's based on that basically. So I'm not revealing a lot on that second book, but it's for women. So just to encourage more of a reading habit. So it's a world. A book is a world by itself. So that's why I thought, okay, all right. I don't know how, because today in the world of where you have snippets of information coming in so many apps, which gives you very crisp informations and podcasts and all that, I think still reading transports you to a different world.
So if reading is an art, I should call you an artist?
Reading is leisure, not necessarily an art. It's leisure, I would say.
Pretty cool. And ma'am, can you suggest any book that must be read by blooming or budding entrepreneurs?
There was one book called Focus. I think somebody has to read that. There are other books. I think for this work-life balance, I think Ikigai is one book. Somebody has to just. It's a very quick read.
Ma'am, now with minimum waste of time, we'll move on to the rapid fire section. Are you a hunter or gatherer?
I'm a nurturer.
Then where do you scale yourself from 1 to 10? How cool person you are?
You need to tell me that, but I don't know. I think I'm 10 on 10.
Cool. So very cool person. How do you actually manage your stress?
Don't get stressed first. So usually, like what everybody does, I don't carry things on me for long. So whatever, at that point, eat a chocolate, enjoy sunset, or do a travel, call a friend, just like every.
Are there any instances where you self-doubt?
Yeah, many times, every day sometimes.
In case if you were an animal, which one would you choose and why?
I love animals actually. So I prefer a lot of animals on the planet than this human population basically. But still, personally, as a choice, I would like to be a human being only, because man, the social animal. So I think it comes with perks. A good human.
Do you think you are a successful woman? Successful? Woman.
I don't even think I'm successful. So.
I guess that wasn't diplomatic.
No, really, I don't think.
In case we are making your life into a movie, whom would you like to cast for your role?
I think Ritika Singh, somebody who's done this Ridhishitra, maybe. Somebody else, I don't know, multiple. I think it should be multiple heroines doing it, right? Because this one face of me is completely, so I think one person cannot do justice, kind of make it into multiple rooms, and this is one single person, so maybe that.
Okay ma'am, what do you like being addressed like? A successful woman, entrepreneur, or a mom, or a doctor, or a badminton player?
See, these are things I do here, so I just like to be addressed as me, just me, simple, okay? So there is a distance. right? Whatever I do. So I don't want to be like addressed as this or something. It's just simple me, right? At a given point. So
What's your favorite color, ma'am?
I like it colorful. I like oranges, whites, red.
Why red?
It's a powerful, very intense color. So something like very. I think women should not be like, this pink is a very wrong, very Western color for women. I think red is the color for women because it's so intense. I think the Indian cultural concept, all this powerful women, or like even goddess Shakthi or something, they're all red, so intense. So I think Shakthi is intense, right? So red is that powerful color. I think women should be, saying this pink is not for women, like red. I like red.
Who is the most supportive person for you in the family?
My sons.
Sons.
Yeah.
Equally?
Yeah, my elder one more. He helps me, he somehow really want to help me, somehow with his limited capacity. He tries, usually it's the other way, mothers want to, somehow make the child successful. No, it's my elder son, he did when he was 6 years old, he did a video for my company. So he did, a promo video for a campaign. So when he was 6 years, so I was like, Mama, this is for Greatbowl. So I don't know, somehow he wants me to do well. It's that I don't do much for him.
Are you planning to write any autobiography of yours?
No, not at all. No. Medical miracle. Such rare, stories. How come somebody? It's very. Every time, even I wonder at a distance, like why I do this sometimes. So it's.
The complete session was really sportive, fun, and at the same time informative. And really, thank you, ma'am.
Really nice time.
Thank you, ma'am. Maybe we'll meet soon.
Yeah. Thank you for the opportunity. Let's catch up again.